Welcome to the Social University podcast. We are so glad you're joining us today because we want to help business owners, entrepreneurs, and people just like you who want to build their business online. Listen, if we can do it, you can do it. So let's go.
Hey guys, it looks like I have been disconnected from one of our streams. Give me just 1 second to fix that. Just Facebook. Okay, how very, very weird. And hopefully this will take care of it. Yeah. Not weird at all. Not inconvenient at all. Thanks, StreamYard. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Karen with Social U, and it is Wednesday where we come together for What's Up Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central so we can talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. And all this month, it's Women's Month. So we have female-oriented topics. And I'd like to start this by saying I've had some of the best managers and worst managers in the world. And one of the worst managers I've ever had was a woman who was older than I am. Of course, when you're in your early 20s, everybody seems old, but she probably wasn't 10, 12 years older than me. But in my head, she's a full-grown adult. She made my life so hard. So incredibly difficult. She made everybody's lives difficult because she wanted to gatekeep information, which I found to be reprehensible. Instead of taking all of her experience and knowledge and power and helping her team grow, she tortured us with it. It became incredibly problematic. I have never been miserable like that in a job in my life, where I would literally cry in the parking lot on the before I would go in because she was so miserable to work for. And I didn't actually consciously vow, I'm going to be better. When it's my turn, I'll be better. I learned. I continued to work. I was in retail, for you guys who don't know, for about 15 years before I broke into corporate America. And I had some terrible retail managers, terrible. I had some great ones. All the really, really great ones, women. The really, really terrible ones, also women. So you can deduct from that what you will. I think it's ridiculous that some of the older generation currently in today, in 2025, feel so completely compelled to put younger women or younger people through the ringer because they had to pay their dues and they had it hard, and therefore you should also have it hard. I don't believe that at all. Your experience is best served by assisting others who also benefit from that experience. It makes you stronger. It makes them stronger. I will never understand gatekeeping information, and I will never understand purposefully being cruel or neglectful or rude because you had someone who was cruel or neglectful or rude to you. That's incomprehensible to me. And all of that to say, today we are going to talk about mentorship in the workplace and why it is so beneficial, not just for the mentee, but also for the mentor. And it is. I have been a mentor with Momentum for several years. I love it. It's a program for executive women's leadership in Birmingham. It is a nonprofit. They have so many resources that are available for free. You do not have to go through their program to take part in their mentor program. You can sign up for a mentor or you can sign up to be a mentor. And I highly recommend it. We're going to talk about that again at the end, and we will 100% include a link so you can apply. But I love it. I tend to work with other small business owners and other digital marketing folks, which I love. And if anything I say or do can help, I'm happy to share that information. In particular, the mistakes, because that's the whole reason. I feel like I made mistakes so other people shouldn't have to. I want to prevent that if I can. So today we're going to talk about how to mentor the next generation of female leaders and the importance of mentorship in marketing. So according to research by LinkedIn, Less than a third of leadership positions are held by women globally. And I would be willing to bet you those numbers in the South are lower. Just don't know for sure. I'm happy to research this and get back to you, but I bet they are. In the US, only 37% of leadership positions are held by women, despite the fact that women comprise about half of the workforce. On top of that, the gender wage gap continues to widen, with women on average being paid 22% less than men. Yet women want to advance their careers. And one powerful way to boost your career is to build a relationship with a mentor in your workplace. So we're going to talk about the top 10 key benefits women in business gain from having a mentor, because it's incredible. It's so beneficial to both. Excuse me. Again, my apologies. First and foremost, career guidance and navigation. Mentors provide invaluable advice on career paths, promotions, strategic decision-making, and helping other women in their corporation navigate the complexities of the business world. Again, it's one of those, I had it rough, so you don't have to. It truly. Skill development and knowledge sharing. I think this is huge. Mentors share their expertise, their industry knowledge, their practical skills to help accelerate professional development and boost confidence. And it really does. Mentors have so much real life experience to draw from that when you work with a mentor, you benefit from learning from someone who has been there and done that, and they can provide valuable perspective on the current work environment. Plus, they have typically, I mean, that's why they're a mentor. They're further along in their career than you are. So they can share real life advice to help you, real life insight. Number 3, and I will say this, I will scream this from the mountaintop. I grew my business by networking and connections. Now, I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm in my 50s. So when I started in corporate America when I was 30, networking, almost all of it had to be in person, except for LinkedIn. So I got really good at LinkedIn, and I used it as a tool to grow my business because networking works. We're located in Birmingham, Alabama, and Birmingham is a small, big city. Everybody knows everybody. And there's only 6, if not less, degrees of separation. So mentors often have extensive networks and can introduce mentees to key contacts that will open doors and opportunities. They can expand your network, multiply your professional network exponentially. They will guide you so you don't waste time cultivating connections that won't help you reach your goals. They can also help you access your own personal and professional contacts. And research shows that 70% of all jobs are not published publicly. As much as 80% of jobs are filled through personal and professional connections. This is a huge benefit. Again, especially in Birmingham, it's huge. So you have the ability to cultivate those networking connections with someone who's been there, done that, and can help introduce you. It just doesn't get any better. I know as a business owner, we are much more likely to get the business if we are introduced by someone who already knows us, who has worked with us. Truly, it works like magic. Number 4, confidence building and empowerment. Mentors offer encouragement, support, validation. They can help you overcome that imposter syndrome that's been plaguing you. They inspire and motivate. Another benefit of having a mentor is they inspire you to overcome obstacles. They provide encouragement. If you're struggling with certain aspects of your career, they're a safe space to discuss that and weigh your pros and cons. Mentee takes ownership of the learning, but the mentor leverages the experience to guide the mentee in the right direction. Number 5, it helps with work-life balance and stress management. I wish someone had told me when I was younger, you don't have to work 24 hours a day. It's okay to say no. It is 100% okay to say no. It took me years and years to learn that. It was okay to say no. Number 6, overcoming gender-specific challenges. Mentors can provide insights in supporting navigating gender-related bias and obstacles in the workplace, which are there. They're there. Number 7 is leadership development. Mentors help women develop leadership skills, cultivate their leadership style, and prepare for leadership roles. Mentors identify areas for improvement. That's part of cultivating your leadership development. So getting that constructive feedback, mentors can actively listen and shine a light on your strengths and point out any kind of weaknesses to improve upon. Individuals who aren't in touch with their unique gifts and improvement areas, they lack growth. So your mentor can also help you strategize other development topics like healthy workplace boundaries, which I deeply, deeply could have benefited from, and developing healthy self-awareness. Excuse me. Oh boy, it's spring. Yay. Number 8, strategic thinking and problem solving. Mentors often offer guidance on strategic thinking and problem solving, decision making, and helping tackle complex challenges. Again, when I started what I currently do now, there were no other people like me. There were no other social media managers, and very few, handful, and we didn't know each other. We definitely didn't network together. And now there's a networking group dedicated to social media management in Birmingham that was actually started by my mentee's mentee. So amazing to me. I think that's amazing. It's awesome to have other people you can ask, because I didn't have that. I would have killed to have that. Am I charging enough money? What do I do about administrative costs? How do I tell this person we can't help them? It would have been great to have that assistance. So strategic thinking and problem solving. Number 9, increased visibility and recognition. Mentors advocate for their mentees constantly. So it increases their visibility as well as yours. It's just a huge tool to help. And number 10, personal growth and self-reflection. Mentors encourage self-reflection, and they provide constructive feedback. They support you personally, but they also support you professionally so you can reach your full potential. When you are struggling to stay afloat at work, creating a career plan and following through can be difficult, just impossible. So a mentor helps you set measurable, achievable goals and holds you, more than anything, holds you accountable. That accountability is the reason why programs are successful. There's a reason why having a personal trainer makes you more likely to achieve your fitness goals, because you have somebody that you're accountable to, you have to check in with. It's huge. They can help you short-term and long-term, but those regular check-ins to assess your objectives and determine areas of improvement, that's a key aspect of mentorship. And when you achieve that, you'll find that your productivity and your job satisfaction they'll naturally increase. It will be much higher. So as I mentioned, those are the top 10 reasons to have a mentor, be a mentor. But as I mentioned, as we were starting, Momentum Leadership is a local organization that is geared to assist women in business. They have a mentor matching program. Just 25% of employees who participated in a mentoring program had a salary grade change, compared to only 5% of the workers who did not participate. And that's a Forbes statistic. That's not a Momentum statistic. I highly, highly recommend it. I've been part of the mentor program for several years. I love it. Darla is the local mentor point of contact for that program. We will include the link so you can go directly to the Momentum website and sign up to be a mentor or a mentee. Thousands of people have gone through this program. It takes several months, and you have those relationships forever. I'm happy to help my mentee no matter what point in their career they are. That's what I'm here for. Again, I don't feel like gatekeeping to me is a terrible thing to do. If you have the ability to help. Just because you suffered or were challenged or were compromised or even discriminated against doesn't mean that other people have to pay those dues to get where they are. Help the next generation. I am so sick of hearing nobody wants to work. That is total and complete BS. My younger team members are amazing. They have amazing skills. They just don't have as much experience. That's what you're here for, to guide them and help them and answer their questions so they can be some of the best employees, best business people they can be. My personal opinion, but I've been doing this a minute and I want to help. So if you guys need assistance and you want to participate in the mentor program in Birmingham, Momentum Leadership is amazing. If you are not inside Birmingham, I would seek any kind of program that's available in your area. But now, thanks to Zoom and COVID, you're not restricted by location. If you want assistance, get assistance. You can get assistance from anyone. So please seek it out if you can. That is it for me today. Next week, I believe, is our last week in March. And we will wrap it up talking about imposter syndrome, which is so incredibly real. So many accomplished women, me included, struggle with it. I struggle with it. I look around and wonder, how did I get here? It happens. It happens to everyone. So we're going to talk about the effects of imposter syndrome and how you can circumvent it and grow despite or shut it down. So we're going to talk about that next week. And then we will be back in next month is April, and we're going to spring clean all the things in April. So join us next week. Until then, I am Karen Taradas, and I'm here to help. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us for the Social University podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Stay Social U. That's the letter U. And we will talk to you next week. Remember, you've got this.